Oh, that was beautiful. Already, just like 10 seconds in, it's like jaw-droppingly beautiful. Perfect. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you could call me Jen. I am a musical theatre performer and a voice teacher, and I am so excited for today's reaction and analysis video because, as you can see from the title, I will be jumping onto Halle Bailey's version of Part of Your World. Now obviously this is from the new Little Mermaid movie, which is coming out soon at the end of this month. And let me know in the comments below if you are just as excited as I am. I love The Little Mermaid anyway, and I'm so excited to hear. I've seen little clips of this, but I have not seen this visualizer video. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm really excited to hear Halle's version, Halle's take on this beautiful song. Let's see what she does with it. Before we do go and check it out though, I just want to remind you that this is a reaction and an analysis video, so I will be stopping and talking about the vocals. That's what I like to do over here. If you'd rather watch the full thing uninterrupted, then I have put the link to the original video in the description below, so do go and watch that. However, if you do enjoy what I'm doing over here, then please do consider checking me out over on Patreon. Thank you so much to everyone over there who supports me there already. And for those of you who do not follow me over on the social media world, be that mainly Instagram, Facebook occasionally, Twitter very, very rarely. Mainly Instagram, but it does go to Facebook a lot as well. But if you're not following me over on there, you may have missed a very important update. So let me tell you right now. Although I do suggest you go and follow me over there just so you stay updated, because that's the first point that I will probably post in. But on the 2nd of June, I'm releasing my first single. I'm not going to release the title just yet. The title will come soon, probably at the end of this week coming. But yeah, I've got some original material coming out, so do go over and follow me over on Spotify already. It is the same name as my channel, Jennifer Glatzhofer, just so you are prepared. And once the title is released, you can go ahead and pre-save as well. But don't you worry, I will keep reminding you this month. Be sure of that. Right, please go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell button to be notified anytime I post. And let's get to it. I want to be where the people are. Do you like my Disney top? I thought it was very fitting. Oh. That is just instant joy, that melody.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything?
Oh my goodness, there is such a delicate innocence to her voice, which I love already, which is everything that Ariel is, right? Everything is new, she's excited, she's just wants to love. Everything's very like soft and gentle, and there's a hint of breath underlining as well. I love the rhythms as well that Halle's giving as well. Let me just check with the original. So the original is Look at this stuff. It starts on that D, whereas this one, look at this stuff, it's up a semitone. So we're up a semitone from the original, just as a fun fact for you.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete?
Oh, look at all this diction as well. I'm really spotting that. That's so lovely. Like the past few, it's been a while since I've, reacted to something Disney or theatrical. So diction is something that I'm very much looking for in this, right? And everything's like, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Like we get the sentences complete, which is lovely. But yeah, there's this kind of like she's holding back almost. It's not really letting go. She's really drawing us in with her voice. It's beautiful.
Neat. Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything?
Yeah, there's like moments of clarity within her voice, which means that the vocal folds are really, they're closing every time they isolate. We're getting a full vocal fold closure and getting lovely clarity. But occasionally we get a little bit more of a whisper. Like, look at the first time the girl.
My collection's complete. Wouldn't you think I'm the girl?
Wouldn't you think? So think is very lovely and clear. Think I'm the girl. It's like she kind of takes away the tone and it's just breath. And it's really purposely put there, and it draws us in because it's not all the same. Oh, already just like 10 seconds in, it's like jaw-droppingly beautiful.
Collection's complete. Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has
Girl who has.
everything.
It's quite staccato, that rhythm.
I'm the girl who has everything. Look at this trove, treasures untold.
I'm gonna
How
cry.
many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you think, show her, she's got everything.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I love Little Mermaid. My sister was a huge fan of Ariel. Like, I mean, I was as well, but Little Mermaid was my sister's favourite.
Look at this trove.
Trove. Look at that crescendo within the word trove. So now we've had verse 1. This is verse 2, right? What else are we going to hear that's different? Show us something else to move the story along. And she's now growing with dynamics within the words as well. And she gets a little bit more of a thicker chest connection feel, like a thicker fold feeling here within these words. It's not as soft and light and airy. It's a little bit more of a thicker feel.
Everything. Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold?
How many wonders? She's really using wonders. Like, we're keeping this innocence and like young feel to her, but there's also kind of a level of like, she knows what she's doing. I love that pause before how many wonders.
Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you think, show her,
That laugh.
she's got everything.
Oof.
I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty.
Ooh.
I've got who's it's and what's it's galore.
Right, B flat, B flat up here, sorry. Da. Who's it and what's it? She's really, it's like, she's punching them out, keeping it quite staccato up there, but it's very breath-led up there. It's really, really soft. And it kind of almost would go a little bit classical with the vowel placements. Obviously, we can't see her, but what are the words there?
I've got gadgets and gizmos.
That vibrato. I've got gadgets and gizmos, gadgets and giz. And so it's a bit of a different quality. Before we were kind of like, yes, breath-led, but it kind of stayed in this contemporary land. This, now as we go up here, in this, about to be in her first passage, she's kind of dropping, darkening it ever so slightly, allowing that vibrato to come quickly in, but still very breath-led and just light.
She's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty.
It's like a little trill.
I've got who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more.
Oh, that was beautiful. Notice on the, but who cares? No. So up on that B flat again, it's really rich. It's so like, almost like old school musical theatre, right? Cares, like leaning with that vibrato, elongating the vowels. Lots of lean, da da da. Then different. I want more. On that A flat there, more. We are a lot more thicker. So rather than more and keeping it on this same elongated, like narrow vowel, we get a little bit more of an, keep banging into the mic, a little bit more of an,
No big deal. I want more.
and then a lovely diminuendo on it. So a bit more of an R placement. So, but who cares? No big deal. So really deal it. So it goes from this small space. Deal. Here's where she grabs hold of this chest voice, and it's not heavy. It's not strained. She sets this off beautifully into, and then goes on to this lovely open spread. R vowel for more, the word more. And she's then able to like soften that up. So look at this vocal fold control. The voice control that she has is beautiful.
But who cares? No big deal. I want more.
She could close it at the end.
I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing.
Look at that
Walking
connection.
around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing. Strolling along down a, what's that word again?
look at these. Oh, I love turtles. I love it. Yeah, there's such beautiful magical moments that she's doing with her voice that I just want to highlight. There's like certain words, and sometimes it's not even like, you can't even explain why they're magical. We'll go into it and I can like, maybe it's like a blend of the vowel choice that she's going in, which really suits her. Like, you know, sometimes it's like, you know, certain vowels suit different people. Like E's, I feel are lovely with me. Like I love an E vowel. Some people really hate an E vowel. People like an vowel. I might not like an like, you know, everyone is different. So sometimes when we hear like the perfect blend of the vowel modification, the placement of where it fits into someone's range, and then like the dynamic choice they want, all of these things, and possibly more, it's like so magical and golden. And this is a beautiful moment. I want to try and go to it.
Flipping your fins, you don't get too far.
It's the don't. For me, it's the don't. Flipping your fins. So she gets this really lovely with this fricative here. Flip and flipping your fins. Really lovely and connected. Not heavy at all. You don't. It's that. She goes straight onto the vibrato. Do. She's on this lovely R vowel. It's not too heavy. Again, it's not too like light in this breath. It's like, it's just perfect. But this whole section, she's just like so beautifully connected to her chest voice. And it's so just, it just seems so easy on her. There's like no added strain to her vocal folds, which is just where you want it to be.
What do you call them? Oh, feet.
And I love how she subtly sings on that as well.
Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping.
I love the fun in that.
Strolling along down what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world.
Right, I know I was like, I'm going to have to stop in this part when it leads into the next part, but we'll hear it all in a moment. But wow, she honestly is like Disney. She sounds so perfect for Disney. Where's this?
Where they run.
So it's the same B flat as last time that we went into this kind of darker classical feel. Here we're staying in this contemporary musical theatre land now. We're you know, getting a little bit more into belt territory, not like ripping it out, but beautifully mixed in there. And she has to place this correct, like right for her, in order to then get this next note, which is so.
Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun.
Stay all day in the sun. Yeah, stay all day in the sun. So stay. Again, it's very narrow. She's not spreading here. She's like in this. A nice way to kind of find your mix belt is to imitate a Disney princess. So the perfect song to work on your mix belt would be Part of Your World. Like, stay, stay. It's as she does it, I think she goes on a straight tone first and then adds a quick little bit of vibrato.
Up where they walk,
magic.
Up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun.
Yeah, sorry. So it's stay. Really lean on that, really resisting, and there's a cry in the vocal folds to get them nice, lovely and resisted, to get that clear tone. That's what we want in the vocal folds. If there's lacking resistance in the vocal folds, then we're probably going to get, especially where we are now, which is C sharp. I know I'm talking so fast because I'm just so excited, clearly. You know, in order to get, if we are lacking in resistance up here on the C sharp, then what we're going to get is walk up where they run, up where they stay, stay, stay. The vocal folds are just going to thin out, and too much breath is going to get through them because there's not enough surface area touching. So in order for that thinness to kind of keep vibrating fully and get full vocal fold closure, we need to cry a little bit on it. That's going to just grow that resistance in the vocal folds. Stay! She goes on it, lovely straight tone, little bit of a lean. There's a little bit of a flip here as well. In the sun. Then on sun, the sun is where she gets that vibrato.
Where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be.
I love how spoken it is. Here we go.
What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay
Yes.
to spend a day
I'm getting so distracted by this boom, boom, boom. I can't even get down there. Why am I even this is not a cappella music, Jen, but there's like lovely string kind of pedal notes happening at the bottom, which is lovely. But Halle's doing such beautiful things. And, you know, we're 2 minutes in. Where are we going to go now vocally? She's going to show us something different. There's a little moment where she kind of gets a little bit darker. There's kind of like a sob quality in there, which is lovely, only for a split second, which is, it shows us this freedom that her larynx has. It's not stuck in one position. It's just so fun. But yeah, I love the fun throughout all of this as well.
Wandering free. Wish I could be.
I wish it's so spoken like. So yeah, this F sharp, I mean, lovely in a thicker fold area here.
That world. What would I give?
I love that.
If I could live out of these waters. What would I pay to spend a day?
It's on spend. So what would I, which by the way, I love this kind of da, 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 kind of syncopated feel almost. What would I pay to spend is where she gets a little bit darker. It's kind of like everything kind of drops for a split second.
What would I pay to spend a day?
Spend, and she kind of gets on the N really quickly as well.
What would I pay to spend a day?
Day, and then day, she's kind of singing through the diphthong. So day would be very classical, maybe more musical theatre. Day, she's not... I take that back. It's not day, and she's on this E vowel. She's just, her vowel is day. It's just a bit more of an air, brighter vowel rather than day, open. Day, worn out the sand, whatever the words are. And it's probably because she just went actually spin like down here. Well, not down there, but like she darkened that vowel a little bit. Oh.
If I could live out of these waters, what would I pay to spend a day while I'm on the sand? Betcha on land they understand, bet they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of foremen, ready to stand, ready to know what the people know.
Disney, what is going on? Oh, beautiful. Stand. I love that. I love as well how it kind of, we bring everything in just before we get this lovely big belt. Yeah, up on the C sharp 5, which before, remember, we had stay on that straight tone mixed belt. Here, she is extending her chest voice. Her thicker folds are a bit more extended. It's still so call-like. She's not bringing up any tension or anything, but she is just stretching the thicker folds up a little bit. So she's remaining in a chest-dominant place here. But first of all, lovely and soft. That part, but they don't. There's so much. It's kind of like she's lost, she's popped the singing to the side and she's just like let go of everything, really free with the emotion, and just let like the storytelling of it come alive. Like this is where like there's that imbalance of like how important is technique when we're singing. Obviously it's important, we don't want to hurt ourselves, but we don't want to also be fixated on it. We don't need, if everything sounds all clean and precise, then it's like, well, that was pretty. We want to feel the emotion here, and especially here we can't even see her, so we want to hear it. This is wonderful.
On land they understand, but they don't
a whisper.
reprimand their daughters.
And then she gets stronger.
Young women, sick of foremen,
yes,
ready to stand, ready to know.
Yeah, so she goes stand. So on that A flat, then should up to D flat. It'll be D flat, I think, isn't it? Sorry, sometimes my keys get lost on me. Da. So this is in a just before like the upper part of her chest voice. This is past that D flat here, or C sharp, is past her first passage, but clearly you can hear how thick that sound is still. She is on the kind of keeping a little bit spread and kind of lifting and getting that with a full thick fold, which every singer is different completely. Like we can hear that it's still very much thick fold chest connection. It's lovely, and she sets it off really lovely with that A flat here, keeping it lovely and just light and connected.
Sick of foremen, ready to stand, ready to know what the people know.
I love how she stays in here as
Ask
well.
them my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it, what's the word, burn? When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore above us?
Oh, yes. I love that she followed the orchestra there. But like, we hear that in the orchestra originally, I think, or I've just heard like da da da. So like, you just hear it. I love that she followed that. And let's talk about vowel modification here, what she's choosing to do, which is different to what she did earlier in the song. I love that she held back on the first as well, because, you know, we went into this area of that it just became very thick fold based. Everything was quite belt-like or just thick fold. So holding back just before that little moment was very clever dynamically and pulled us in. And then again, at this very end, she didn't go for this full spread-like sound. And she reaches a D here. Da, 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 yeah. And she stays on this. Let's just look at that first. So, explore that shore. She's actually staying on this. Explore that shore. She's staying quite rounded with that narrow. Explore that shore up above. As she, rather than above, and get this kind of like twang, forward placement feel, contemporary musical theatre, mixed belt land. She's staying in this narrow place and letting that vibrato ring free. So it's a little bit more, well, it's sad, isn't it? This song, like, she wants to be part of your world, but currently in this moment in time, she's like, how am I even how is that even possible? Like, surely I'm gonna have to have some sort of like octopus lady rip out my voice and put it in a necklace and go up, you know, and then that's how I'm going to meet. That's surely the only way. I'm just making wild guesses. I've never seen the film. I'm just kidding. But yeah, this moment in time, so it's kind of nice that she's gone into this, like, we've heard her belt and like that's different from the original, right? So it's, I love that. And I love that here she could have easily gone da da da, like this, had this lovely big moment which we would have been like, yes, work. But she didn't, and I think that's way more powerful. It's still in a mixed place, like she's still like no, like really letting it kind of ring free. It's not pure head voice, but equally, because it's not spread, it's not like full thick fold belt. It's a lovely mixed belt that she's in, and she's softening up, and I love as well that the orchestra music stops and it's just her voice after. That's just, it's even more moving, even more emotional, and even more like longing, and we're just like, I just want to help you. Let me be the octopus. I know her name's Ursula. I don't know why I keep saying octopus. That vibrato.
Out of the sea, wish I could be part of that world.
Wow. We'll listen to that last part again. Because it's beautiful. That audible kind of intake of breath, that moved me. Still to do with the vocals and still purposely put there. Like, I loved just everything is so thought out. Let's just go there.
Out of the sea.
Yeah, and here she's kind of like, before we've been very, like, what would I give? Like staccato rhythm or everything like very rhythmically short and stabby. Here, out of the sea, like da-da, we're really floating on everything. It's kind of a bit more linked in. And, linked in, I don't want to make that laugh. And we start with the glottal.
Out of the sea.
Yeah, that's so rich. Wish. We get lovely at the beginning of wish. Wish I, which wish I, maybe it was too harsh for this. And the H kind of brings, even though we are meant to be underwater. So I'm looking way too into it, it's fine. Wish I could. And this beautiful riff, which we could, like, we haven't heard. This is a contemporary. Sometimes what happens with contemporary, when we revisit old material in musical theatre, people are like, let's add a riff here, let's add a riff here. And Halle Bailey didn't do that, like, throughout. There were moments where it sounded different, and which is lovely. She made it her own. She really makes it her own. I love what she does with it. And this is the only moment where we hear another kind of little riff, and it really works because it's so deserved. And it's just like she's still kind of like going everywhere to try and find any sort of way where she could be part of your world. Anyway, hun.
Wish I could be
Lovely head voice at the top as well.
part of that world.
She kind of opens up ever so slightly on world. And straight tone into vibrato. Classic. Love it. I cannot wait for this film. I cannot. Nice. As I mentioned throughout that, stunning. I can't wait for the film. I'm just going to be so magical. I love the way it looks already. And yeah, Halle Bailey's voice singing Part of Your World. Princess, Disney princess all over. Loved it. Thank you very much for watching this reaction and analysis video. Please do make sure you go over and follow me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever your preferred social media is, because that's where I do tend to post first, as there will be many updates coming soon. Obviously the title of my new single is coming out soon. I'm so excited to share it with you and to share little clips of like everything that's going to come with it. I'm so excited for you to hear it. Thank you very much for watching. Please go ahead and click that subscribe button, the bell button and thumbs up button, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!